Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Waifu Month. This is a
Welcome,
game.
Welcome back to our strange combination Waifu Month, I almost said Taco Bell, Halloween, for whatever reason.
Next year can be Waifu Month and Taco Bell.
Yeah, well...
It's all games
maybe.
about chihuahuas.
No, it's all games about, like, fast food characters. But welcome back to Waifu Month. This is going to be the second kinetic novel or visual novel, I don't know which one this is,
Yeah, we'll find out.
that we're playing this year. Mm-hmm. The first one was that game about a giant bug.
Yeah.
This one is called Love at First Sight.
I like this logo, by the way.
It's really nice. It's actually pretty stylish.
Yeah, like it's got a lot going on, but in a way where you can like I like the colors and where they've put them. So it's I would recognize this from a distance, even if it is very busy.
I have no idea, by the way, what this game is going to be like. So there's a chance that this might be so bad we do like one episode and then never touch it again. Because the art style and some of the pictures on the Steam page make me wonder if this is going to be really, really bad. I'm
I don't know.
sure. So I'm going to go ahead and try and hit start if I can. Oh, okay. Apparently you guys are going to have to see my mouse for a second, so I'm sorry.
There he is. The clicky boy. Oh, cool. Animated.
Yeah. So I ran this just to see what it actually looked like and whether or not the controllers would work, and I did see the animated thing earlier on.
Okay.
It's early in the morning. This is the path I always take to go to school. I normally have to hurry, but today I'm taking it easy. I had a little extra time to get out of the house, which is kind of unusual. I'm feeling good under the warm money sunshine and cool morning breeze as I head to school.
I like that these are not super smooth, almost like factory manufactured backgrounds.
Like foggy in a dream style backgrounds, like a lot of the other ones tend to be.
No, the other ones that just kind of look like someone went in with a line tool and maybe traced over a photo and then shaded it in generic anime.
I almost wonder if this is done by the same artist who did the rest of the art on the game, because these look unique enough that it looks like they may have hired somebody to do them, and typically with games like this you almost never hire more than one, maybe two artists tops.
Yeah, because they're always very small projects.
Yeah. Well, usually.
It still looks like there's photo referencing.
Yeah.
This definitely is like either photo referenced or like a perspective engine. But like the shading is not perfectly regular. It's got like brush strokes you can see. It's charming.
If you look at the sides of this dialogue box, by the way, there's like bandages.
Oh, there are. Quirky.
I'm not in a hurry, but it still doesn't take long to get to school. My house isn't right next to the school, but it isn't that far away either. Thanks for being the master of, like, just useless. Yeah. Even of like middle road.
Yeah.
Like just even if I don't leave as early as I did today, I never have to run to get to school on time or anything. That's what I'm thinking as I change into my school slippers.
So he doesn't have to eat his toast as he leaves.
Yeah, no, he never has to run out of the house with toast unless he wants to.
Yeah.
He can run out of the house with a much nicer breakfast.
Yeah, just get a whole sub sandwich and chow on that.
A lobster dinner with a little white wine, just sitting on
This was kind of a gag in an anime, by the way. We're just kind of taking that.
Also, school slippers.
Yeah, the indoor shoe, outdoor shoe thing.
Yeah, it's very much a Japanese thing, and it seems weird to me to have different shoes at school. I don't know.
It's not super weird.
I absent-mindedly climb the stairs, heading to my classroom on the second floor. Class 2-2.
It's kind of like having gym shoes.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I put my hand on the door to open it. And then... It sounds like a lion's in there. Oh, no.
Oh, Makun, good morning. You're here earlier than usual. How unlike you?
Her loud, ear-splitting voice shakes me.
I'm not doing that.
Morning taste. Don't worry about it.
Josh would be mad if I split your ears.
Yeah, please don't. Good morning, Akimi. Akimi?
I think it would be Akemi. Usually you get the first syllable.
Is this me or is this you?
Well, the girl called the boy Makun, and your name is Mamoru.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess it's you.
Okay. Good morning, Akemi. I see you're getting a head start on being loud and obnoxious today.
There's nothing wrong with being energetic. Big ol'
This
lies.
overly spirited person is Tsunemi Akemi. Yeah, that's almost like creepily large.
Yeah, but at least it's not perfectly smooth and generic.
Yeah, she's always like this, the kind of person who's always going full throttle from the moment she wakes up until the moment she falls asleep. How would you know that?
Probably because she never stops.
I mean,
so you just
yeah,
assume
but
this
it's
is
like,
always.
I guess this art, the artist definitely has a style about it.
Yeah, and I like it. Even if it's not like smooth or anything, it's like, yeah, the style is distinct. Having a style is already a good thing.
You're not energetic, you're out of control. But I guess that's what I should be expecting by now. Morning, Tomo. You know her better than I do, right? Does she have a volume knob?
Oh.
Morning. I've known Akemi for a long time, and I can say for sure that no, she doesn't.
You know what bugs me?
What?
The scarves on the girl uniform are red, but the tie on this guy is
it's
red.
black.
It doesn't match.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to, but it would have been nice.
Yeah. This is Ochiai Tomoriori.
Tomoyori?
He's a zombie, in contrast to Akemi's liveliness.
I wonder if he's a literal zombie.
I don't know.
He's kind of grayish.
But like Akemi, his energy level is constant. He's lifeless all day, every day.
You know what I don't like?
What?
Instead of having line art to distinguish where the nose is, it's just shading.
Yeah.
A little weird.
Yeah. There are some artists that do that, though. That's just kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I like lines.
Eh. Yeah, I've only known her for a little while, but I'm starting to realize that. You'll get used to it.
Ma-kun, lately you've started treating me as bad as Tomo-kun.
Jeez.
Is this really how you should be treating someone you've only known for 2 months?
Exposition! Considering how annoying you are, do you really expect me to treat you any differently?
I like her weird pose. It's just a halt.
Yeah, I've only known these two for about 2 months, though I've gotten pretty close to them in that time. I'm Fukunaga Mamoru.
Mario.
Mario. 2 months ago, I had to switch high schools because of my parents' work. Fall's almost over. I transferred in the middle of the season, and because of that, I was a bit of an oddity among the other students. Oh, we're playing as the foreign exchange student.
Which, in Japan, isn't that big a deal, depending on how far it is.
Really.
Well, I mean, it depends. But the rail system, like, you can go across town for school. Some people do, right?
Yeah. I was really nervous at first, but luckily these two came along, and we became friends.
That's mean. Tomo-kun, say something.
Well, it seems like you two are getting close. Yeah, thanks to you.
Hey, don't ignore me.
I can say for sure that Tomo is the real reason I'm comfortable here now. He doesn't take care of his appearance, and he's not the warmest person you'll ever meet, but he's smart, and ultimately a good guy. I learned how dependable he is pretty quick.
You just need a smart but ugly wingman, I guess. I don't know, it just seemed like a
guy who doesn't
description.
care about like taking care of himself in the slightest, but apparently he's smart, but he has no energy, and he's
It's like you just
dead
need
on
a
his feet all
nerd
day.
to make you look cool.
Or something.
Yeah. Okay, ignoring me is now forbidden. You hear me?
We might be ignoring her, but I guess I owe Akemi as well. The fact that she's so annoyingly loud is her only real flaw. I don't know anyone more inspiring than her. I thought it said inspirational.
Same thing, kind of?
Yeah. Lately, Akemi's been trying to get me to hang out with her and Tomo all the time. The two seem to balance each other out, though it's not a perfect balance by any means. From what I hear, they've been friends since they were kids, though Tomo once told me she's basically just been following me around this whole time.
So this is like the secondary ship, I'm assuming.
Yeah, maybe. The bell rings. It's already time for homeroom. Oh, yeah.
That's you.
What's first period today?
I miss the color-coded boxes in the
Yeah,
creature
me
romance one.
Math. Our homework is due today. You did do it, right? Can I just say, in both of the I almost said static novels, the kinetic novels that we have played thus far this month, the character has asked when the day starts what their classes are. And it's like, dude, you, like...
It's exposition.
Granted, yes, it's exposition. That's exactly why they're doing it. But granted, this guy has been at his school for slightly less time. But after 2 months, you should know what your classes are.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, yesterday, I finished it with time to spare for a change. I was actually able to go to bed early because of that.
At least this guy isn't an absolutely terrible student.
No.
I said ignoring me was forbidden. Hey! Do you have to click again?
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay.
All right.
The morning lessons end, and lunchtime begins.
Lunchtime, time to eat. Because that's what lunch means.
Yeah, exactly. Also, you only have one period, and then you go straight into lunch?
And they may have zoomed
did
forward.
They just skip through a bunch?
Yeah.
We move from our classroom to one further down the hall. We're the only ones in here, and Akami's thundering voice echoes in the empty classroom.
I need to do a better voice for her.
The three of us have been coming into this empty classroom for lunch since I transferred to this school. Please don't get too loud.
I know.
I have to edit
On
the
the
thing.
menu! No.
Yeah.
On the menu for today is Salisbury steak. Gross.
It's fine.
Gross.
Salisbury steak is fine.
Well, she likes it. Awesome.
What are you, a kid? Come on, you can at least lower your... Come on, can you at least lower the volume during lunch? Tomo, help me out here. After a moment, Tomo replies, "What do you want me to do?" Then he sighs and snatches Akami's chopsticks from her.
Why? Hey!
Then, as Akami opens her mouth to protest, Tomo stuffs a piece of Salisbury steak into her mouth.
That's supposed to be like a romantic gesture in that anime kind of way.
I guess, but there's a chance they don't mean it that way.
Well, I don't know. I see that used a lot.
Yeah.
Just kind of the, feeding your friend, and it's not actually anything. And then it's always like the ship.
Yeah. She seems to have forgotten anything she wanted to say when the food entered her mouth, and she quietly chews it.
It's kind of like the thing where you feed your waifu spaghetti through the laptop monitor.
I guess. Her mood improves a moment later, and her expression dissolves into bliss as she chews. She really is an airhead.
Salisbury steak is gross.
I'm not her keeper, you know. Could have fooled me. Who else could hold her back? Could hold back that freight train of a girl? She doesn't look like a freight train.
Well, maybe when she builds up momentum.
You think I can hold back a freight train? I mean, maybe. Okay, maybe not.
Exactly.
Are those two voices distinct enough, by the way?
I think they are.
Okay. Akami cries, spewing food everywhere.
Okay, hold on, let me do it again. Oh,
Yeah. Then, realizing what she just did, she hastily closes her mouth and swallows.
I'm the #1 most cheerfulest girl in town, Tsunemi Akami-chan. That's her name, so she's not saying it to you. I'm the...
Yeah.
So, never mind. I won't
You said
re-deliver the line.
So you did the whole line.
Okay.
And with that, she goes back to eating her lunch. I guess she can't stay quiet for long, no matter what she's doing. The most cheerfulest girl in town? I don't think you have any competition for that title. No kidding. She's one of our school's celebrities. Tomo starts on his own lunch. Seriously? One of? You mean there's more? Yeah, our high school has a lot of unusual students. There's a lot of rumors floating around concerning our school, it seems.
Aw, man.
Wow, what other kinds of celebrities are there?
Unusual students.
You don't know about any of them? Well, first there's... Tomo takes a quick glance at Akami, but she seems to be lost in her own food-induced paradise. She's not even listening to us anymore.
Is this the first pose change he's gotten?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of them if you really want to know. I'll tell you later.
The fact that you can't just explain it now makes it suspicious.
He has a lot of ear piercings.
Oh, he does.
I didn't notice
What
it
the
until
fuck?
he turned his head.
Yeah, it's like, I assumed that this is just the boring guy. Oh, he's you think when he's not
He's
at
the
school,
badass.
he's like, yeah, like, does he change his clothes and he's like a punk?
Yeah, maybe. He doesn't want to talk about this in front of Akemi? I guess it's a touchy subject, but I'll make a point to ask about it later.
All done.
You eat way too fast.
Well, fuck you.
Crap, I barely touched any of my own food while we were chatting. I should have started on my lunch while she had her mouth closed. I'm not going to get another chance now.
Hey, what were you two talking about?
I was recounting the epic saga of how you won your fame. He seems to be really interested in it, so I wanted him to hear it from the source.
You didn't really recount anything.
No, he's trying to get her to start talking at him as like I don't know.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Yeah,
We're supposed to be confused.
Yeah.
Really? Sure thing, Ma-kun. Do you want to hear about when I saved the town for the first time with my fantastic powers? I hadn't met Tomo-kun yet, and...
No, I really don't want to hear about that. Come on, Tomo. A minute ago, you told me to take care of her, and now I'm telling you to do it. I haven't even touched my food yet, so you better be your friend for a bit. And without a second glance, he starts eating his lunch in silence.
Ma-kun, are you listening? So anyway, my mom had gone out shopping, and...
No, you're the one who needs to listen. Man, how did I get roped into this? And so, for the rest of lunchtime, I got stuck listening to her story, while I finished my lunch and gave her the occasional nod. School ends!
So is the idea that she had been making something up about saving the town with powers or whatever?
Maybe?
Or are we supposed to treat it like she did and they're assuming like she's making shit
It's
up?
just sky high.
I hope so.
I like that the entire school day was just one period, a lunch, and then the end.
I know that like we don't want to derail too far. I'm just gonna say Sky High clearly was a pilot for a series that never happened, and it's like, too bad, guys. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Huh? Ma-kun, where's Tomo-kun?
Akemi calls out to me as I'm packing up my stuff. She rushed out of the classroom right when class ended, and it seems she came back just as quickly. He said he had some things to take care of back at his place and left a little early. What's up?
Oh, really? Well, can you take this to the third-year classrooms for me? I promised to return this before the end of the day, but I've got a club meeting I gotta go to, so...
She hands me a small paper bag. It feels like it's got a book or something inside it. I sigh. Fine, I'll do it.
Thanks a bunch. Give it to a student in class 3-2 named Yai Katashi. I'm counting on you.
Would that be Yai or like Yai?
Yai, technically.
Yai.
So however you would say that casually in a correct accent.
No sooner does she say that than she disappears once again. She just can't sit still, can she? I suppose I'd better get going too. No telling how long this Yai person is going to be there for. I finish packing up and head to the classroom on the 3rd floor. Oh.
Transitional scene.
I keep forgetting that when they do this, they expect you to hit the button one more time. It's weird, because no other game that we've played that is like a kinetic novel has done this.
Imagine it as being you've taken a step forward.
Yeah, but it's so weird, because usually they just cycle you through these, and there's almost never transitional art for things like this. These are extra art assets that I'm going to assume that we only see during transitional periods, which is really strange.
I don't know, I could believe that they would put a character on the stairwell.
Maybe. I arrive at the 3rd-year student's classroom with Akemi's package and look for the person I'm supposed to deliver it to, but some of the other students tell me she's stepped out for a bit. They say she'll be back soon and that I can just wait here for her, but 10 minutes pass and she's still nowhere to be found. Maybe I should have one of the other people here give it to her and just go home. School's over and most of the students have been at their club activities for a while now. While I'm waiting in the 3rd-year classroom, the other students file out, and the school grounds slowly become devoid of life. The noise of daytime activity has all but disappeared. I feel like I'm in detention. I want to go home already.
Does our character not have a club he's supposed to be in right now?
I started the school year late.
That's a good point.
Giving up, I leave the classroom and turn toward the stairwell. My classroom's on the second floor, so I usually don't spend any time up here. The layouts of the two floors are pretty much identical, but somehow I feel like this is some alternate dimension.
Is it some wayside school shit?
Maybe. And just as I'm about to descend the stairs, I start to hear what I think are sobs coming from nearby. Huh? I figured I was alone and had relaxed because of that, but the sudden sobbing catches me off guard and I freeze. I hold my breath and strain my ears. It's not my imagination. Someone nearby is crying softly. Hearing someone crying in an empty school building sounds like the beginning of a horror story.
Oh god, it would.
Yeah. What am I saying? This isn't a horror story. School might be over, but the sun hasn't even gone down yet. Finding someone else in the building isn't that strange. Well, I say that, but this situation isn't exactly normal either. The sobbing continues. It sounds like it's coming from the next floor up.
Ghost in the attic.
It's quiet, but it reverberates off the narrow stairwell's walls. It's definitely coming from the floor above me. The floor above me, though I didn't realize it until now. It must be pretty loud if it's going through the floor, like...
If the stairs are like an open area without a door separating it from the actual hall, it could just be echoing.
But the building only has 3 floors. The only thing above me is the roof, right?
That's a little weird.
That would mean you can't hear it.
Yeah.
School is over. The door to the roof should be locked by now, but I can still hear the crying. So there's no way it could be coming from there.
Why is it that in, Japanese anime high schools you're allowed on the roof?
I don't know.
I know there's usually a fence up there.
Yeah, they usually put a fence around it, so it's not too big an issue.
But the sheer fact that there's roof access and that you can get up there if you're not a janitor just strikes me as really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. And I think that's really just an anime thing. I don't know if that's even true of, like, real life. I bet you they don't let kids up on the roof.
Yeah, it seems weird.
But if the door is locked, that means the way up is just a dead end. I can't just walk up there to check and claim I happened to walk by. But before I can think it through, my curiosity has me turning around and heading back up the stairs. So we are going to see this a lot, I guess. I climb step by step up the stairs as quietly as I can, though I can't help but make a little noise. As I get closer to the source of the sobbing, I begin to hear it more clearly. There's only one voice, and judging by the sound of it, it's a girl. I feel like I'm climbing up 10 stories, but it only takes a few seconds. And suddenly I'm almost on the landing. I take the last step and turn toward the source of the crying. In front of me is a girl wearing our school's uniform. She's lying against the door of the roof, sobbing.
Okay, so she's not on the other side of the door.
Yeah, she's just hanging out against the door.
It's echoing down the stairwell and through the hall.
Yeah. The girl hears me walking towards her and starts shivering as she turns her head toward me. Nothing up to this point has been too out of the ordinary. At least until I saw her face. Donna! There's your hook.
There it is. I mean, we kind of let slip, like, welcome to combination waifu Halloween.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a cyclopoid! The girl stares at me with her single eye, her face sopping wet from crying.
Oh, that would be a lot of tear.
One giant cantaloupe-sized eye, just crying nonstop.
Yeah.
It's terrible. And I don't mean that she was missing an eye. She literally had one giant eye in the middle of her face. Suddenly, she registers that I'm standing in front of her, and she jumps, drawing her limbs into her body.
Welcome
like
to
a turtle?
The world of tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's kind of a good joke here.
Yeah, a little. A bit of light reflects off the unwiped tears near her wide-open eye. I can tell by the way she's looking at me that she is terrified.
Who hurt her?
I don't know. She's not the only one, though. Without really understanding what I'm looking at, I stare at her, unmoving. And she does the same.
Her scarf has stitches on one side and a tear in the other.
Yeah. She's wearing our school's uniform, but is she really a student here?